だからマリアお姉ちゃんはすごかったのかもしれない。彼女は小学校低学年になるかならないかという年齢のうちにそれに至ったのよ。
For people like us looking at her life from the outside, it wasn't something we'd call blessed. But even though days like that were engraved in her diary, they were always finished up by saying that it was a happy day. Even though the part of her mother that didn't love her daughter came and went, she believed that her mother loved her. I agree. I really do think that. I think that she does love Maria. I think there's a lot of evidence to show she loves Maria. So I will agree with that. The mother's love that didn't exist, she created herself, filling her world with love. Others might observe her as an unsatisfied, pitiful girl, but she herself acknowledged that she was satisfied, and so she was happy that way. It's easy to observe that as something pitiful and sad, but to her that was an outsider's opinion, so it didn't matter. Whether or not it was happy for her was the only important thing. It's just like how when people who live in the city point to the lifestyles of those in rural areas and mourn their inconvenience and feel sympathy for them, it's really none of their business. If those who live there are satisfied with what they have, that's more than enough. Let's be honest, we could all use some extra internet. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, though. Yeah, you kinda did. Yeah, you did. I mean, I've been saying this for a while about, making the best of the situation, and it's kind of going back to that point. Because it's just how I approach things, like now at least. I just approach things from, when someone has it fucking worse than I do. I mean, I can make the best out of what I have. And I think that's what Maria does. And it's just, something you do to cope with the situation, and it works. Everything works out, right? Well, unless you're on an island that you fucking die on, but not much you can do about that. The fact that magic doesn't exist in my eyes matters in my world, but denying it even in One-chan's world for that reason is totally misguided. Children are the worst, let's be honest. Yeah, she hated you. Exactly. Obviously not. As much as, she can, put herself in those shoes, but of course something's still gonna affect her. She's still a child.
マリアージュ・ソルシエルという魔女同盟がなぜ必要なのか。
An alliance where each acknowledges that the other is a witch.
そうよ。それが確かマリアージュ・ソルシエルの取り決めの第一条だった気がする。同盟の魔女は互いを魔女と認め尊敬し合うことって、それこそが魔女同盟の一番の、そして唯一の意味なのよ。
Well, generally the most important one comes first in any kind of rules. Maria wanted to share with me the secret laws to make the world happy called magic, but I was young. And she was too. I heard her with innocent cruelty.
私はあの日に言ったわ、暴言を。あなたたちやサク太郎に存在するわけがないって。
失礼しちゃうわ。私たちが存在するって自らを認めてる。魂が寝ぼけてる人間どもとはわけが違うのよ。我思うゆえに我あり。魔法を認めようと否定しようと、私たち煉獄の七姉妹という魔法が存在することはゆえの事実。
Trying to process all of this. What?
園児様の言葉を借りるなら、私たちが
それを他者である私が否定するのはまさに暴力だわ。それはきっと実の母にお前なんか生まれてこなければよかった
と。I mean, alright. I mean, they don't have to necessarily say. You can feel it on your own, and it's probably as worse as hearing it.
いいえ、消えてしまえと怒鳴りつけられるくらいにね。
Even after being slain by all those words, Maria's magic made her believe in her mother's love. Sakataro, her magical friend, always encouraged her. He kept saying that her mother loved her and that she was coming home late because of her work. I refuse to believe that every single time it was just a vacation. I'm going to refuse to believe that. I just do. I don't think there's enough evidence to show that she always went on a vacation every single night. I think that's bullshit. So I want to go ahead and just fight that one. I don't know what the percentage is. I think maybe 70-30, maybe 60-40. I'll throw you guys a bone who not necessarily like Rosa. 60-40, I'll give you that. But that's the lowest I'll go. I don't believe it would be anything more than that. I think it's ridiculous to think it would be more than that. And then she would definitely bring back a present. Even after Maria learned that her mother's work wasn't really the cause, magic allowed her to continue believing. And by believing that her mother loved her by acknowledging herself, she filled her world with love and peace and serenity, established it completely.
12年前に何があったのか、私の家族がどうなったのか、それを探る旅じゃなかったのよ、これは。
ならこの旅は何なの？
マリアお姉ちゃんにあの日のことを謝る旅だったのよ。どうしてかわからないけどそう思うの。あの日彼女を傷つけなければ12年前の事件は起こらなかったんじゃないかって。
I mean, now we're talking butterfly effect here. There's so much shit that could have happened or not happened if various things happened.
そう思うの。
If you weren't sick, then it might not have happened either. I mean, there's just so many things that could have happened. I have no basis for it. I don't have a clue how hurting One-chan could be connected with that mysterious incident several years later. I don't believe it is. But for some reason I can't imagine that there is no connection. I don't believe that she is the sole cause of why everything's gone to shit. I think she's believing herself to be a lot more influential than she actually is. A witch caused that incident, and the culprit is the Golden Witch Beatrice, and Beatrice was part of the alliance of witches. I horribly hurt the other witch of that alliance. I hurt her with the thought that magic doesn't exist. So why would she kill Maria? That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't she just kill you and spare everyone else? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't logically follow. So several years later, a crime caused by a witch occurred in a 2-day period that couldn't be explained with anything but magic was thrust in my face thanks to the message bottle. But why not just kill your family then? In like a mysterious accident that couldn't have been caused by humans, why did she have to kill Maria as well? If the whole point was to get back at you, why kill Maria? That seems a little unfair.
きっと私は無関係じゃないのよ。
I mean, to be fair, this is also what humans tend to do. They think that they're like the most important person in the world because that's just how we are, how human nature is. We believe that we're the most influential thing ever. And that just sometimes isn't true. I mean, I really don't think Angie has anything to do with this thing. Nothing at all. Because I have not had any indication at all that she would be involved in any sort of way. Nothing at all. I mean, hell, she was only now shown, really, to actually being fleshed out. And we're almost halfway through, and I don't think you would bring up something like that halfway through. That's something major. Like, why would you save that until halfway? Usually you lay the seeds for something major to spring up later. But nothing's been really planted to show that Angie is somehow, like, the cause of why this was happening.
わからない。偶然かもしれないし、運命かもしれない。なぜかこの旅で私はそう思うようになったわ。
根拠は？
ないわ。勝手にそう思ってるだけ。
日本人って面白いわね。被害者であっても自分に非があったように感じて勝手に謝り出す。家族を奪ったベアトリーチ様憎しって言うなら勝手に非を感じて謝りたくなってくるなんて本当に変わってるわ。
Yeah, there is no point in it.
もちろんベアトリーチェは憎いわよ。その気持ちがなければこの旅は続かないわ。でも旅にもう一つ目的を見出してもいい。12年前の魔女に復讐する旅にさらに昔の罪を謝罪する目的を加えたっていいんだわ。
Well, I mean, I think you should technically apologize to Maria if there was a way to do that for what you did, but I don't think, again, that it caused everything or is in any sort like set anything into motion. I don't think that did anything.
六軒島に行ってあの日の暴言を詫び花を手向けることくらいはできる。ね、花よりもっといいものがあるわ。そしてその方がお姉ちゃんにはふさわしいと思う。
Water diary. I stood up, not minding that the sea breeze scattered my hair and concentrated my mind. I lifted my palm up to the height of my head and imagined a vast space.
エンジ様？
静か。さあさあ、我こそは魔女見習いエンジ・ベアトリーチェ。破門にされてはしまったけれどかつて同じ同盟に所属し私と遊んでくれた懐かしき家具よ。我が呼びかけに応じよ。
It was hard to tell in the middle of the day, but a faint blue light gathered around the palm of my hand, and then Sakataro's form was revived. It truly did bring back memories of that figure. His cute ears, his bright red muffler. It came off easily as One-chan faithfully rewrapped it all the time, didn't she?
サクタロ、わかる？私たちがわかる？おりょ？
Probably not.
おりょ？ママ。
Or not? Okay, fuck me, right? How the fuck are you alive?
エンジ。
With the sleepy face as though waking up from a long slumber, Sakataro looked all around him as he spoke.
お久しぶりね、サクタロ。あなたを私の力で呼び出すのはきっとこれが初めてだわ。そして今や私にしか呼び出せない。
おりょ。
Those words might have been a bit cruel. Yeah, a bit. Sakataro's face clouded over.
かつての私はあなたを、その私があなたを呼び出したということはあなたの存在を 私が認めたということ。
いいの？
But I thought the whole point of it was that he was denied by the Maker. Thus, he wouldn't be able to actually take a form, so why is he showing up now? Unless I misunderstood that.
僕はエンジェの世界に呼び出されてもいいの？
His eyes were a bit frightened. It was only natural. I, who had played with him like a friend before, had suddenly denied him and tried to burn him with the magic-resisting toxin. It was only natural that he was
謝
scared.
るわ。あの日のこと、マモンにも、そしてみんなにも。
Oh, hello. At some point, the rest of the seven sisters had gathered on the deck. Not that they're always there. Always by my side. As long as I acknowledge that it's okay for them to be there, they'll always appear.
あなたたちは確かに存在するわ。ルシファーも、レビアタンも、サタンも、ベルフェゴールも、マモンも、ベルゼブブも、アスモデウスも、そしてサクタロウも。
Yeah, and I wish... God, I wish I had a couple sticks just to do shit around. If just nothing else, just to talk to. That would be interesting. It would be a fun experiment. Let's be
よろ
honest
しい
here.
のですか？エンジェ様はベアトリーチェ様に挑もうというお方。魔女を否定される立場にあられるお方が我らを認めてもよろしいのですか？
I'll allow it. For myself, at least.
私の世界にとって魔法が存在するかどうかは悪いけど保留させてもらうわ。私自身が魔法の存在を認めたわけじゃない。
なのに我らを認めるという矛盾はどういうことです？
Shush. Not important.
魔法は信じる人には存在するってことよ。私が信じなくても誰かが信じたならその人の世界には魔法は存在するわ。それは私が魔法を信じたって信じなくたって何の干渉も受けない。
So I can.
いいえ、受けてはいけないのよ。
So theoretically, I could talk with them because I guarantee you at least someone in the world acknowledges them.
その誰かは
Please.
胸を張って自らの魔法を信じればいいのよ。そして私はそれを認める。だからあなたたちが存在しても全然おかしくはないのよ。
なかなかの詭弁です。面白い解釈かと。エンジェ様のそれは悪魔の証明そのものでしょう。
Yeah.
悪魔の証明？
悪魔の存在を証明するには悪魔を連れてくればいいけれど。
To prove the existence of magic, you just have to find someone that believes in magic or something.
悪魔の存在を否定することだけは不可能だから。そして私たちはここにいる。つまりそれはエンジェ様が魔法を信じようと信じまいと私たちの存在は揺るがないということ。あれ？エンジェから半魔法の毒が消えていく。本当だわ。魔法を否定する立場なのにどうして？
Because I'm special.
それは多分尊重し認めるという心を知ったからだわ。今の私にならあり、そしてベアトリーチェの魔法の深淵も理解できるかもしれない。
In the past, I didn't believe in things like magic. Thinking something like that couldn't exist, I acted like I was closing my eyes tightly and couldn't see anything. But now, I'm different. I got the feeling I can look right in at the thing called magic and close in on its true nature.
惜しいわ。この現代にこれだけ半魔法の毒素の抜けた人間なんて本当に稀よ。魔女に向いた稀有な才能なのに。そうね。今のエンジェ様が魔女を目指してくださったならベアトリーチェ様に及ぶかもしれない大魔女に成長されたかもしれないのに。
Yeah, apparently though, Beatrice's level isn't shit compared to Lambda Delta though, so I don't know how much that's actually saying.
それでも我らの存在を認めてくださった我らの主である。おそらく
エンジェ様が我らの最後の主となるだろう。最後の奉公と思い尽力しようではないか。
まあなのにエンジ様自身がまだ魔法を信じてくれないのが納得いかない。
Then you can leave.
エンジ様、ついでに魔法も認めてくださいよ。
No, thank you.
せっかくの主なのに魔女じゃないなんてなんだかもったいない。
Well, then you're a fucking waste too.
最高の魔女になれる逸材なのに、その目的が魔女を撃つことだなんて。
That's because they cause so much fucking sadness and despair. That's why.
惜しいです。
Too bad.
まあそれもエンジ様の人生で生き方で、そうと決めた世界ならば、それは私たちにとやかく口出しできることではないわけですが。私を理解してくれてありが
Thank
とう。
you, Mayman, for being the voice of reason among the seven stakes.
そうね。魔法が私にとって存在するかどうか、それは私が決めることだわ。世界のどこかに魔法が実在したとしてもしなかったとしてもね。
When I think about it, the world is so vast and yet so small. Billions of people live on the earth, but I probably won't meet even a percentage of those people. Even so, I will speak of a world. My world, which doesn't even know even 1% of the
私
world.
が知らない世界の法則を私に否定する資格なんてない。だから私の世界に魔法が存在しないからといって、私の知らない世界に魔法が存在することまでを否定することはできない。まさに悪魔の証明というわけだわ。いえ、業に入りては業に従えというべきかしら。
You know it. I can be confident in the world I know. So even if that's denied by a complete stranger who doesn't know a thing about my world, that's nothing to worry about. And in the same way, I've got no right to deny a world I don't know. Just because I don't know about it.
だから私は自分の世界に魔法があるかないかを問わずに、マリアお姉ちゃんが教えてくれた魔法を否定することなんてできやしない。
無理だって見たことがなくても魔法は存在するんだもん。
Thanks, Sakataru.
ええ。だからすでに言っている通り、魔女同盟、マリアージュ・ソルシエルの友人であるあなたたちの存在もまた、私にも、そして誰にも否定することなんてできないわけ。
I proclaim that most important part again. Even though the sea breeze and the crashing of the waves were noisy, it was a time of silence. Both Sakataru and the Seven Sisters of Purgatory reflected upon my words. And probably I did too. Does magic exist? Do witches exist? While ignoring what the answer would be for my own world, I acknowledged their existence. That contradiction was what I'd proclaimed so boldly.
ありがとうエンジェ。
そこまでお認めになったなら魔女もお認めになって。あ、いえ、愚問でした。その問いに対する答えをすでにエンジェ様は明確にお持ちだ。
ごめんね。魔女がこの世界のどこかにいるかもしれないことを私は認めるけれど、でも私の世界は揺るがない。
魔女も魔法も認めない。六軒島の真実は必ず暴いてみせるでしょ。
Yeah.
それが私の世界よ。仮に本当に魔女が存在したとしても私の世界でも認めないわ。当の魔女にどれだけ言い寄られたとしてもね。
エンジェ様のお立場は魔女を撃つこと。そしてそのお気持ちにいささかの揺らぎもないこと、よくわかりました。我らはエンジェ様の家具、煉獄の七姉妹、いつでもおそばに。 お役に立てる日が来るのをいつまでもお待ち申し上げております。
エンジェ様が魔法を信じてくれない以上、話し相手くらいにしかなれないけれど。
今は十分よ。私たちに存在できる余地を残してくださった。それだけで私たちはエンジェ様に感謝し認めるべきだわ。
Again, I'd be plenty satisfied with just having someone, having at least one of them just to talk to, because that would be a very interesting day, to say the least.
私たちはまたみんなといられるんだね。うりゅうサク太郎、モフモフさせて。
When Sakataru was overcome with emotion and tears came to his eyes, the seven sisters closed in and mobbed him. They were also celebrating a long-missed reunion. If their existence is permitted, they're definitely capable of existing here. No, even if I don't permit it, they can exist. Because I acknowledge them, they showed their reunion's joy to me as well. As I watched over that scene, I reflected over what the journey of mine meant.
これでみんなには許してもらえたかしら。
Maybe. I mean, I think you might need to do a little bit more because you're pretty fucked. Or not. Or she's not going to be greedy about it for once.
私たちは家具。呼び出してもらえるだけで、おそばにいることを許されるだけで嬉しいのですから。
ウリュウ、エンジェ、本当にありがとう。
そういえばどうして私には作太郎が呼び出せたのかしら。
I got no fucking clue.
いいえ、逆ね。どうしてお姉ちゃんには作太郎が呼び出せなかったのかしら。
Maria had despaired, thinking that Sakataro had died, which meant she hadn't been able to summon him like this anymore. In the past, One-chan said it was more advantageous in summoning to have a vessel. However, a vessel is like training wheels, and it shouldn't be absolutely necessary. In other words, even if the stuffed animal lion that was Sakataro's vessel didn't exist, should have been possible to summon him. No, when you put it like that, it's even a little doubtful whether summoned things can be limited by life and death. Moreover, Sakataro should have been an especially important friend to Maria. She should have been able to strive hard to summon him one more time. It certainly was said that the original stuffed animal vessel had been torn apart. But why did he die and become impossible to summon again?
それはマリアがあの時僕のぬいぐるみが破れたのを見て、僕が死んでしまったと。
魔法の存在と同じなんです。マリア教の世界で作太郎が死んでしまったことになったなら、彼女の世界では作太郎は存在できない。
Okay. That is a little bit better at explaining what the fuck was going on.
ウリュウ、
The shock of having her beloved stuffed animal torn apart had left a wound in her heart serious enough to prevent her from summoning her irreplaceable close friend. In Maria's eyes, Sakataro died. So even if Sakataro can't exist like this to me, he cannot exist before her.
僕はいつもマリアと一緒にいたんだよ。泣いてるマリアのすぐ近くで、泣かないでってずっと言ってたんだよ。でもマリアには僕の姿も声も何も届かなくて。
Sakataro hung his head, looking sad.
マリアージュ・ソルシエルはあの事件の後急に性格を変えていくの。それまでの同盟は和やかなものだった。でも事件後は憎い誰かをいかにして呪うかという物騒なものばかり。
That's what I don't like. Bad magic.
お姉ちゃんの日記はあからさまに様変わりしていくの。
Well, obviously. A diary is a mirror that reflects one's heart as it is. It probably showed the personality called Maria died. And be reborn as the evil witch personality Maria. When she buried that diary in hatred and sadness, her heart surely wasn't satisfied. Because it wasn't satisfied, she had to bury it with hatred and sadness. And while still unsatisfied, she met with death. I wonder if her unsatisfied soul has a hole opened in its chest and from sadness even now, and continually wanders, dripping tears down and calling Sakataro's name.
あなたがお姉ちゃんには必要なのよ。
ウリュ
どうしたらあなたをマリアお姉ちゃんの世界で蘇らせられるの？
You can't do anything.
その方法が分かれば私はお姉ちゃんを救うことができる。それが私に課せられた贖罪の方法なのよ。どうすればサク太郎を蘇るの？
マリアにとって僕のよりしろは特に重要な意味を持ってたから。
よりしろ、つまりライオンのぬいぐるみを蘇らせることができれば。
Yeah, good luck finding it. It's been over 12 years.
でも僕のぬいぐるみはローザママの手作りだからローザママにしか作れない。
Even inside the diary, Maria had asked this of Beatrice and was refused for that reason. The magical significance of the stuffed animal being unique and handmade is very large. Then, if we could make the same thing once more, but Aunt Rose has already gone from this world, we can't make the same thing again.
同じぬいぐるみをもう一つ作ってあったとか、そういうことはないの？
Nope.
彼はマリア教の誕生日プレゼントのために作られた世界でたった一つのぬいぐるみ、手作りでたった一つのよりしろなんです。だから大きな魔力を秘めているんです。そして失われたらもう二度と手に入らない、蘇らない。
ウリュ
Because she knew that, Maria watched that stuffed animal, which was unique in that world, get torn apart, and despaired. Because it was the only one of its kind in the world, and she couldn't permit a compromise such as buying another one. She had despaired from the bottom of her heart.
でもサク太郎はここにいるわ。よりしろなんかなくてもここにいる。私がそれを認めているから私の世界では確かに存在する。
Okay, but it doesn't exist in Maria's world. That's the whole point. That's what we're getting at, Angie.
マリアお姉ちゃんが認めなくてもそれは否定できない。
Okay, you go explain it to her.
そうよね。
理屈ではそうですが、同じ理屈でマリア教にそれを認めさせることもまた困難かと思います。
マリア、僕は死んでないよ。ここにいるのに。ウリュ
きっと六軒島でマリアお姉ちゃんに私は再会できると思う。そして私は何が何でもお姉ちゃんの中のあなたを蘇らせて再会させるわ。
できるの？
難しいでしょうね。魔女同盟に誘われた私が意味を理解できず拒絶してしまったのと同じように、彼女もまたあなたの存在を拒絶するかもしれない。でもやるしかないわ。それが私にできる唯一の罪滅ぼしなのよ。
園児様、
六軒島で何が待つのか。
Probably a barren island with nothing on it. Come on.
そして何が起こるのか。
Well, I mean, besides like a dilapidated building, since it's been 12 years.
あるいは何も起こらないのかもしれないけれど。
I mean, I doubt you're just gonna see everyone just standing around waiting for you to get there. I mean, come on now. Shit tons of people have already been and gone there and left. There's not gonna be much there.
すべての始まりであるあの島こそがこの旅の終着点なのよ。
But is it?
私はあなたたちを連れて魔女の家具であるあなた魔女の島へ、六軒島へ帰らなければならない。
Even though the rays of the sun had been so strong at some point, clouds had started to hang down. The spray that hit my cheek might not all have come from the crashing waves.
エンジェさん、軽く一雨来そうですぜ。下へ降りた方がいいんじゃないですか？
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Amakusa called out to me with an expression that said, "Oh, you're still here." Then I looked up and saw that the island silhouette had gotten much larger, and we might reach land very soon. I remembered that the weather report had mentioned scattered rains. The sky wasn't dark enough for rain clouds. It'll probably be just for a short time. Even though the rain was light enough not to be a pain, having rain start to fall as we approached the island felt like some kind of fate. It was raining on October 4th, 1986 as well. I'm approaching the Rokenjima of that day, and not just in distance. I went back with Amakusa. He was carrying what looked like a really large and heavy golf bag. It was something Amakusa had brought back with him on the day when we'd split up. I didn't inquire as to its contents, but it was hard to imagine that they were anything peaceful.
中身はあえて聞かないけど、重そうね。
Do I get a piece? Because I guarantee you a couple guns are in there. Can I have one?
どうしてこいつらは重くてかなわないのか。
If you give me a couple, it will lighten the
フラ
load.
ンス人の教官が面白いことを教えてくれました。何でもこいつらは重くあるべきだそうなんです。何しろ人の命は地球より重いんですから。
Well, you can't measure a human life, so yeah.
こいつらはもっと重くて叱るべきなんだとか。
使う機会がないといいわね。
Yeah, that's a nice thought too.
ないといいですな。
Exactly. Amakusa set the golf bag like luggage down and beside him. Hello? Oh, okay, we just fast forwarded. The two propeller aircraft touched down on the runway. Considering the weather, it couldn't have been a pleasant flight. Everything after this flight had been suspended due to the weather. Cutting through the drizzle as she traversed the runway, Sumadara Kasumi entered the lobby with two black suits as guards. The four black suits who had been waiting inside the lobby stood up and respectfully lowered their heads in salute.
お疲れ様です。
プロペラ機ってのは揺れるわね。
Yes, Battler, they do. Who would have thought?
二度と乗りたくないわ。
お車を用意しております。どうぞこちらへ。
Hope it doesn't blow up. They got into the two luxury cars that had been rented.
エンジェは六軒島へ向かうはずよ。無人島とはお道具は用意できてるんでしょうね。
The black suit in the passenger seat put a heavy bag that had been set on by his floor onto his lap. Opened the bag with a click and showed Kasumi what was inside. Inside were several silver lumps of carefully wrapped aluminum foil. He peeled open one to show her. A black burnt automatic pistol peeked its face out. Yes, please. Oh, back to the island? Can we go back to where Maria and Rosa were having a nice moment together? Can we just go back to that point and stay there forever? The first day, October 4th, 1986. It was already approaching 10 at night. By now the typhoon had wrapped itself around Rokenjima. Even the rose garden that had looked so beautiful midday was beaten down by the fierce winds and resisted with all its might, undulating and trying to keep the flowers from blowing away. In that rose garden was Shannon in the lead, Battler holding up an umbrella, Jessica and George carrying the sleeping Marie on his back, all heading for the guest house.
ゲストハウスくらい俺たちだけでも行けるってのにいいんだぜシャノンちゃん戻って休んでてくれよ
いいえお送りするのも仕事ですので
You know, it has been fucking forever since Shannon's actually talked. Oh my god. Like, minus, like, you know, the whole, like, coming back to life. I mean, like, in a sprite, normal form where she's alive and all that. It has been so long.
親族会議中はうちのお母さんとか源氏さんもピリピリしてるからな。下手に私たちが気を利かせるとシャノンがサボってると勘違いされちゃう。
そうだね
Well, I don't think Genji would really care. Your mom would,
素
but
直にお世話になった方がむしろ迷惑をかけないだろうね。ありがとうシャノン。
though actually I need to go to who I think is going to die. Jesus, I'm trying to think of new people that'll die on the first night. So we still need 2 people for the lovers, or 2 who are close, I should say. I think the 2 who are close this time is going to be Kyrie and Rudolph. I really do. So those 2 are going to live. I think those are going to be 2 people that are really going to come up. I think that Kinzo's either going to die night 1 or the 4th Twilight. He will be one of those. I think it will be night 1. So I'll say Kinzo, Shannon or Cannon will die. Because if I think what's going on, I need to check a couple things first. Shannon or Cannon will die. Goda will die. Will Goda die? No. Goda hasn't really lived that much. Oh, Ava will die. I need to go back to, because usually they do the ones that are the most suspicious last time. So Ava's gonna die. Hideyoshi's probably gonna die as well. Kinzo, Shannon or Cannon, or probably Kraus. Maybe not Tui. No, instead Kraus and Rosa will die. So I'll say Kinzo, Kraus, Ava, Hideyoshi, Rosa, and Shannon or Cannon. That will be my 6. And then the 2 that are closer is going to be Rudolph and Kyrie. I think that's what it'll be. I really, really do.
いいえ、
Early predictions, early predictions.
確かにお嬢様のおっしゃられます通り、今日のお屋敷はピリピリしています。だから私も皆さんとご一緒して外の空気が吸えるので、ちょっと肩が楽です。